Peace flowers, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Monica, aka the Mahogany Sunflower, and welcome to my channel. How y'all blooming today? I am so sorry that it's been a while. It's been a long while, probably like 3, 4, 5 maybe months since I last uploaded on this page. I have been going through a lot of transitions. I moved to Colorado. I moved from the DMV to Colorado, and now I'm back in the DMV. So I was kind of whisked off into a whole new journey. I've kind of been awakening spiritually, going through a twin flame ascension, and that is ultimately where my spiritual journey has led me. I've been really still doing my Kemetic studies, Kemetic Knowledge and Astrology, but mostly I've been pulling into tarot. I've been tapping into my intuitive powers and doing tarot readings. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, go ahead and check me out over at Sankofa Divine realm. Okay, and watch your girl, the RaFlowa. Okay, you know, yes, Ra as in the sun god, sunflower. Okay, go check me out over there. Okay, but today we are about to get back in on that Kemetic gods and goddesses series. Like I said, it's been so long, and I last left you guys kind of explaining what the Kemetic what Kemetic astrology is, or basically how it's broken down, and what the zodiacs look like, what they're represented as individually as zodiacs, and then as deacons. Okay, the difference between the two. So I'm going to continue in letting you guys in on some insight on the Kemetic zodiacs, as well as the deacons, what they kind of signify and such. And then I will do some special, I'll pull in a little special messages from that god or goddess from my oracle decks. Okay, so I'm gonna mix in a little something. So if you guys like the vibe here, please make sure to subscribe. And I want to say thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of my subscribers. I had no idea that this channel was low-key high-key popping, that y'all were subscribing and y'all were liking these videos and y'all were actually viewing these videos. You guys have been commenting and just, you know, asking for more. So now that life has kind of settled, you know, I'm back. Okay, I'm back and I'm ready to do this thing for y'all. So enough chitter chatter, sunflower, RaFlowa. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so if you guys see me looking down as usual, or as you saw from the previous two videos, I was in my car. I'm actually in the house now. I may be elsewhere, other videos, but you know. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the next Kemetic god we have is Amun Ra. Now, in my time off, I set up a shop called SankofaDivine.org, where I had listed all of, look at him right on top. Thank you, Amun. Where I had listed all of these Kemetic deity charms, where you can get these charms to wear. Okay. Yep, just like that. We might make chokers out of these. That's cute, right, y'all? Okay. So, as I have been under spiritual maintenance, so has my shop, but the blog is still open. So if you want to learn more, please go ahead and research on your own, do your own research. I have plenty of articles about basic astrology for beginners, as well as Kemetic gods and goddesses. All the information that I'm about to talk about in this series is already on the website. I just break it down a little bit further for you guys. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so Amun Ra, as you guys saw, is the god of creation. Okay, the creator god, Amun. Amun Ra is a combination of two deities, where Amun and Ra ultimately came together to be recognized as one. If you were born under the dates of January 8th through January 31st, as well as February 1st through February 11th, you are represented as the deacon, okay, the Amun-Ra deacon. If you don't know specifically what the difference between a deacon and a zodiac is, please go check out my first video titled Sankofa Divine. I think just the Kemetic Gods and Goddess series, I believe that's what it's called. Okay, part 1. And the related signs to this are the Nile and Heru, also known as Horus. Okay, if you want to check out how you relate to the Nile, that is the previous video I just did. Okay, so a little background on Amun-Ra. Amun symbolizes creation that is made from the will of spirits. Okay, so guys, when you guys think about manifesting, or when you hear about the ability to manifest, or how do I manifest the things I want in my life, this was ultimately portrayed or personified through the god, the deity Amun-Ra. He is the symbol of manifestation, the simple idea of thought meeting will meeting creation. Okay, so you got thought, you have the simple idea, you have the simple will, and then you have the birth of the creation. You, as your God, for you Christians who are very, Bible thumpers, who believe that you were made in the image of God, that is where that comes from. So if you believe in God, you have to also believe that you are a God or goddess, okay? So you as well have the ability to create, to make creation, to manifest whatever idea you have. Combined with the will, you have to have the willpower, because you were given free will to do things. You have to recognize that you as well are a god or goddess of creation. Okay, so okay, we'll get to that later. He is also known as the god of protection and considered the king of gods. Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, do you truly consider yourself a god or goddess? Amun is the one who gave humans the ability to create from nothing more than their desire and urge to be creators. Let me say that again. Amun is the one who gave humans the ability to create something from nothing with more than their desire and urge to be creators. So, like I was saying, as a human, you got your abilities from this personification of Amun-Ra. He gave humans the ability to create something from nothing. So nothing being the absence of everything, and the ability to create and manifest whatever it is that you want in this lifetime. You, as the god or a goddess, have that ability, and that is thanks to Amun-Ra and his consort or his counterpart, Mut, but we will get into that, okay? She's going to be next on the list. All right, like I said, you hold your very own manifestation power. Believe that. I might do a video once I get back into the flow of these videos on the ability to manifest, what manifestation power is, and how to actually manifest things into your life, things that you desire. Okay, so stay tuned for that. All right, so now let's get into those. If you were born under these dates, remember the dates were January 8th through January 31st, and 21st, and February 1st through the 11th. If you were born under this deacon, remember there's a difference between deacons and zodiacs. You ultimately have these traits, okay? So if you were born under these dates, you have the natural ability to go within and trust your own inner voice to help guide you through life. You are also very successful and have no shortage of luck. You're often very lucky, okay? You're usually suited to have a career as a counselor, a life coach, or a motivational leader, and seek to inspire others to be their most authentic selves. Now you don't have to necessarily be a life coach or counselor or motivational speaker. This can show up as the many facets that are under that, as just a regular like football coach or a cheerleading coach or just a fitness instructor. Okay, you guys have the natural ability to want and the urge to want to help other people better themselves. Okay, you're intuitively able to see other people and pull out their creation power. Okay, you're able to have some type of power over people. You don't manipulate people. You don't manipulate people's power, but you allow them to pull out their own manifestation power, their own creation power. Okay, the ability for them to tap into their own superpowers. We all have superpowers. Okay, that's ultimately what the gods are. Okay, they're super. Okay, super gods and goddesses. Okay. So people under this sign are naturally attracted to people under this sign for guidance and advice, because you guys are very good listeners and suggest ways for people to fix their lives that align with that person's ability. So like I said, you're able to tap into other people's powers or see things in people that they normally wouldn't see in themselves and bring that out of them. You're able to encourage them and motivate them and get them to see a light that they did not see within themselves before. You're able to put a spark, all right? Like I said, Ra is the sun. He represents the sun. So you bring out that light. You bring out that spark in people and you get them off their feet and you get them going, and you're able to encourage them with your words, with your actions, to get out there and be their best authentic selves. And there's nothing like living in your authenticity, okay? Be you. There's only one you. Why would you want to be somebody else? There's already other people, okay? Don't be nobody but you, okay? Because you cute, you fly, you cool, just the way you are. Even if you're weird and quirky, I mean, obviously, even if you're a nerd, rock that, okay? I said what I said. All right, so if you're born under the sign, you do not tend to live an ordinary life in the physical or the spiritual world, as you are a high achiever and live to be a leader in your community and your career. Okay, so some people may view you as a little high standard or as difficult to live up to your expectations. You have very high expectations of people. Okay, but I think that's a beautiful trait. Don't you ever lower your standards for anybody else. Do you hear me? Don't you ever lower your expectations for anybody else. I will say, this is a message for everybody, learn not to expect anything from anybody. That's the quickest way for you to get disappointed, is expectations, okay? But do have standards, do have values. Live true to your moral compass and your moral values, okay? So let's flip it, because we're not all peaches and roses all the time. So negatively, people born under this sign can struggle with having a large ego. Okay, so the sun or the solar plexus, the roots, those don't correspond. So, but your root chakra rules your ego. Okay, so you are ultimately very much ruled by your root chakra, your base chakra. All right. And because you guys tend to have very large egos, it's usually very difficult for somebody to change your mind, to persuade you to do anything other than what you've already made up in your mind is the right thing. Because once you made your decision, like, that's it. Your word is law. That's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to take a whole army to try to convince you to do anything otherwise. Excuse me. Okay, so you can struggle to take advice from others and can be very stubborn, secretive, and lack empathy. Okay, you can sometimes believe that your way is the only way, kind of like you know it all, but mostly because you've kind of seen it all and you've experienced it. And like I said, you're able to tune in. You have a very intuitive power to kind of tune in and tap in to people, tap into people's best abilities, to their power. So it's kind of, sometimes it can be a little difficult for you to, empathize, because you just see the highest potential in everybody, and you're just like, what do you mean you can't? Like, that's not even my vocabulary. Like, are you serious? Cannot. Yes, you can, and you will. All right, because you are a goddess, and you have the free will. You have the will to do anything. All you need is a thought, the idea, and the will to create and manifest, and that's it. Point blank, period. Okay. Like I said, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you just gotta check yourself. Check yourself, Amun Ra, before you wreck yourself. Those born under the sign, okay? Don't be out here living your ego, because that's not cute for anyone. Okay. All right, so as the zodiac sign, we're going to switch it up a little bit. If you were born under the zodiac sign, which translate in Greek philosophy as the Taurus, you would be born under April 26th through May 25th, okay? And your attributes will ultimately represent power, strength, having boundaries, protection, fire, and healing, okay? You're very good at these natural attributes, okay? And as I was saying, okay, oh yeah, so I was right. I was saying the root chakra, but the solar, as the solar center, Amun Ra represents the solar center, or the solar chakra, which ultimately represents your relationship with self, okay, or your self-esteem, like your self-awareness, okay? That would be your natural essence. That's the essence that you kind of exude naturally, your self-esteem and your self-awareness. That typically isn't a problem for those born under this sign. You are pretty much sure who you are and what you are, and how you navigate through life and what your kind of mission is, okay? And if you want to tune in to this God, Amun Ra, did I put him away? If you want to tune to this God, if you want to do altar work, if you want to learn how to do altar work, I did a video with Sehkmet, okay? You can learn the proper tools, or you can visit my website at sankofadivine.org to learn how to invoke Amun. You do not have to be born under this sign in order to invoke him. If you want to learn how to tap into your power, how to tap into your breath, to kind of set your boundaries, to protect yourself, to have that kind of fire and healing fire and healing energy, look at the video I made for Sehkmet as well, because they have very similar attributes. They have a similar crystal, which is the citrine crystal, and tap into the self-esteem, the self-awareness, the ego, the relationship with self. If you want to have a better relationship with self, tap into Amun or Sehkmet, okay? If you want to get this deity as to put on your altar as your image, or something to put on your altar, leave me a comment below, so I can get my shop back up and running. Like I said, things have just kind of been transitioning. I've been transitioning, okay? Old butterfly's been transitioning into a new life. So let me know, okay, how you guys are receiving this. I hope that this message, that this video helps you guys get a little more understanding as far as the Kemetic God Amun Ra. Okay, so very quickly, let me pull some tarot for you guys. Oh, this is fun. I can't wait. All right, so messages for Amun Ra, please. What does Amun Ra have to say to anybody watching this video right now? I'm using the Moonology deck. What messages does dear Amun Ra have for the collective? Anybody who's watching this right now. What do they need to work on for their healing and their transformation and their ascension, please? Amun, please, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, allow a message from Amun Ra to come through for anybody watching this message right now. What message do they need to hear, please? Thank you. All right, Amun Ra, I want you to know with the new moon, a new start is coming. Okay. Can we clarify this, please? Oh, I didn't mean for this to be at the bottom, but the energy is gaining momentum. So whatever new start is coming your way, there's some energy being gaining momentum towards it. Okay, so it's coming quickly. Whatever new start is coming, it's coming quickly. Okay. All right, can you tell us more? What is this new start, or what is this energy? What is this new start, or what is this energy? And I'm using the messages from the Mermaids Oracle deck. What messages, what new start or what energy is coming that is gaining momentum? What energy or new start is coming that is gaining momentum? Amun Ra, please clarify these cards for us, please. Thank you. All right, so it's still a mystery, apparently, and to just go with the flow. All right. There's beauty in mystery. There's beauty in not knowing. Okay. What I will say to that is whatever the first thought is that came to your mind, whatever the very first, when I said a new start is coming, whatever your very first thought is, whatever you want it to be, remember you, God, Goddess, dear flower, have the ability to create whatever that thought was. Now you have the will to create it. So go manifest it, okay? And allow that energy to gain momentum. Go with the flow. Amun is telling you to go with the flow. Don't force it. Don't allow it to overtake you, consume it. Let the mystery of it, let the unknown allow you to flow with it, okay? All right, let me get one more that wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. Okay, true love. So for some of you, this is true love. Either true love with yourself or true love with somebody, okay? It says your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. But this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Your affirmation. Let me stand on my own feet, dear divine, and know true love. Ashe. All right. All right. And one more affirmation card, please. Amun Ra, as we wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, this is your girl Monica, aka the Mahogany Sunflower. All right, over here on the Mahogany Sunflower channel. Okay, make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe. If you like the vibe here, please hit that like button so that other people can continue to get these messages, can enjoy this video. All right, and subscribe to join my little tribe and join the garden here. But only, please, only if you like the vibe. Don't be hitting subscribe all willy-nilly because I told you so, okay? All right, so final messages, please. Dear ancestors, angels, and spirit guides. Amun Ra. What are final messages for our watchers, please? What is their affirmation to end out this video? Thank you. All right, worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Ashe. Okay, so for some of you guys are worrying about a new start coming, maybe a new start coming within true love. But remember that true love lies within yourself. That sovereignty, freedom lies within yourself. And allow the mystery of life to just flow through you, and allow that energy to gain momentum so that a new start can come into your life abundantly, okay? So thank you so much for watching, you guys, my dear flowers, gods and goddesses. Peace and love, y'all. Ashe.